Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new episode of Attack on Show. I'm Robbie.
And I am Jay Marsh.
We have a pseudo-okay episode lineup for you today. I'm semi-excited about this. Yeah. All your favorite segments coming to you, starting with Preview Review. We've got a fantastic action-packed preview.
Right? Yes.
The Blackout Invasion Earth.
You know us. I mean, we're picking the next Blockbusters every time we do this.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every preview review ends up becoming a hit. So
absolutely.
You're welcome,
makes
Blackout
it to the theaters. Yes.
Invasion Earth. And then on Binge-worthy, we're going to take a look at the newly Netflix-released animated series, Avatar: The Last Airbender. You may have heard of this, you may have not. We'll fill you in on all the good stuff.
But yes, absolutely.
And then on Beacon Rewind, we're going way back. Some 80s fantastic film, The Last Dragon.
Oh,
The
right?
Glow.
I
hope I can do that effect.
Yes.
I don't think we will. And then on I Miss My MTV, we're going to wrap things up with an indie band out of South Korea. Partnering up with a new DJ.
Yes. That's kind of unheard of guy. Yeah.
Hopefully they can find a spark together and it might work.
It may work.
We're going to take a look at BTS's Mic Drop. It's the Steve Aoki
version. Yes. Steve Aoki version.
Remix.
Yep.
So you guys are going to stick around. This is a pseudo-okay episode of Attack on Show. So as always, I'm Robbie.
And I'm Jay Marsh.
And as I just said, this is
Attack on Show.
All right, we're back, and as promised, preview review. God, I love this segment.
God.
And we've got a doozy for you, everybody. You're going to want to watch this trailer.
I don't know if I have. This is just it.
We searched deep, far, and wide, and this is...
Well, all right,
sounds like a Saturday.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Everybody, this is The Blackout Invasion Earth.
Dun, dun.
All caps.
Yeah, all caps.
Shout. Shout.
Looks like Michigan roads.
Am I here?
Yes.
Because it's my military duty.
It is a duty.
Only 0.5% of the population survived. For every one survivor.
I think you might want to double check that math.
Yeah, that's wow.
For centuries, you believed in someone you'd never seen. Millions just like me will be here soon. They will all want the same thing.
In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
You'll do what you were created for.
As in Adobe Premiere?
Yeah.
As we all know, something happened 24 days ago.
Wait, they forgot already?
Lost most of the world. Everything outside of this circle is in complete darkness as of now.
Complete darkness. We are all the same.
Yeah, dude.
Zone.
Nice.
Miss Jackson, if you nasty.
Yes.
There are 160 million of them. People?
Quarantines. I don't like where this is going.
Never heard of it.
No.
Contact with command is lost.
I think contact with the audience is lost.
Do you think they're going to take Moscow?
The war has begun.
Does this not sound like an anime?
Where's Casper Van Dien?
You know, I just watched a 2-minute trailer to a movie and still have absolutely no clue what it's about.
No.
None whatsoever.
I will say I bet you they were fans of Blade Runner because they tried their best to copy
They
it.
did. In fact, I think they actually stole some actual footage.
Stay tuned, everybody. We'll keep you up to date whenever you can see Blackout Invasion Earth. As
If
the
you
titles in
ever
caps.
actually can see. Yeah.
Keep your eye out on the sci-fi preview guide, as I'm sure you'll be popping up there
absolutely,
soon.
yes.
Yeah? All right.
No.
What do you want to do next? You want to do binge-worthy?
Binge-worthy!
Listen up now. This is serious.
I was just wondering,
No! So, Rob, do you like Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Somewhat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Then you'll love this.
Why? Can you bend them?
Oh, well done. See what he did there, folks?
Yeah.
That's why we are professionals.
Yes.
Remember
This
that.
is why we never prepare.
Yes, right.
Today we're going to talk about the Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is new to Netflix, and it's been trending on there. I'm actually shockingly trending at like #1 and 2
exactly.
on Netflix,
which is
for 2 weeks
phenomenal.
now.
Yes.
The show premiered actually back in 2005 on Nickelodeon, since spawned an amazing live-action movie and a spin-off series. But today we're going to focus on the original animated series that premiered on Nickelodeon, which lasted 3 seasons. The series here, we'd mentioned this before when we were talking about animated series, that they do start childish and then age. I will say, if you've not watched the Avatar, be very prepared. This show starts very kiddish, at least in my point of view.
I agree with you, and I think what they do really well in this is that they bring the seriousness about halfway through the first season.
Somewhat.
Like those first, like you can almost tell, and I'm always a big guy telling you about when it comes to take the pilot for what it is, a pilot.
Because
and
it
I
is
think
pretty rough.
a little bit of this is really rough. Even the animation at the beginning of this is a little rough, but my God, stick to the story.
Yeah, this was basically like a Nickelodeon kid attempt at anime, I felt like, as a way of describing the animation.
I felt it was a little more in between, but it was definitely
but they tried to touch
early
in on
take
anime.
on anime. Absolutely.
Yes. And the premise here is obviously, there's the world, and there's 4 methods of bending, and by bending that means like you can control that element. So you can control air, so you can use the wind. People that seen Big Trouble in Little China will understand what I'm talking about.
Sure.
And then
this is a long-standing Eastern premise.
Yes.
These things.
Yes. There are earthbenders who can control the earth. There are firebenders, and then there's the waterbenders.
Yes.
And the show starts where what the Avatar is he's the only person that can control all 4 elements, but he's been missing for 100 years, and in that period of time, the Fire Nation, who can control fire, has basically taken the world hostage. Yes. And it's been a time of war. So everybody's been searching for this Avatar. And in the first episode, of course, some kids, luckily the exact same age as him, find him frozen, conveniently enough. And then it's the journey from there that he only knows how to bend air, and he's a child. And it's his journey of trying to get trained in the other elements so he can then try and end this war.
Take on Lord Zuko. Lord Ozo, sorry.
So, like I said, the show follows children around, and like I said, it will seem kiddish, but I will tell you, over a 3-season arc, I was really impressed at how well this story aged, and not only that, the character development. And I have to give props. I do think that they have probably, other than Ahsoka Tano, the second best character development arc of an animated series with Zuko.
Absolutely, they do.
I think...
Thank you.
It was amazing watching it, and I even give him a little more credit just for the idea. Again, only 3 seasons.
I think that's what pulls people in. And while I've actually recently rewatched this, which is coming out on Netflix, and it's funny because I have much older adult children, and I have a younger child. And
he had him when he was 16.
Thanks, nice, bud. Yeah, thank you. But it's funny how when you watch it, it pulls everyone into the room, still to this time. And I think there's just something to be said for that, to where my 18-year-old, and I have to say this, and I'm sorry to out him, he messaged me in the middle of the night and said, I just finished it again, and I'm upset. Like, I miss it.
Yeah.
And coming from my son, who is the Ice King, that meant something. But that's the type of emotional response that you get from Avatar. It's just that good, everybody.
I'm always impressed when cartoons or animation take characters, they age them, they let their hair grow, they change their outfits. It sounds simple enough, but that little bit of detail, there's a lot of cartoons that don't do that. If they wear the same thing for 7 years, it's got to be smelly, especially when it's only 3 seasons. And that's what really impressed me, because I thought, I never watched the show when it aired live. I actually was introduced to the whole Avatar world when Legend of Korra came out and started watching it, not even knowing who the original characters were.
That's right. I'm like, you gotta go back and watch the first. You're like,
I missed a lot of the backstory to it. So when Netflix finally released Avatar, I sat down, we watched it, and the show, it's actually very addicting, because while it's got a story arc that spans all 3 seasons, which I really like that when it's this long story.
And they were doing it before really anybody else was. And this is 2005.
Yes, and mind you, it does get a little routine of while they're on this long journey of, oh, look, we found a village that needs help.
And who's the character of the week that we're going to battle? There is some of that.
There is that, but I gotta say the action, the way that they tie their fighting and the animation in this is just top notch. And I got to give kudos to Dave Filoni, bing, who started out on The Last Airbender. The very first episode was directed by him. He worked through the entire first season, and then from there is when he got picked up by Lucasfilm to do Clone Wars. But he was the one that launched this series on Nickelodeon, and it's amazing watching where he started. And there's some very cool action sequences. There's some Dave Filoni touches you can watch on this as far as how the story is being told.
And I would often say that this probably gave Dave Filoni this, his start. You can see it the other way too. You can see where this character art and this idea carries through in Clone Wars as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. So I would highly recommend it. If you're looking for something to watch, they're easy 20-minute episodes.
Yeah.
Which is what I really like
some of them are a lot of under that even. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's nice because they do have some story arcs that do span a couple episodes. But I will tell you, the thing that surprised me out of the series was when an episode ended, because of the story, you really wanted to go on to the next one, and that's impressive coming from a Nickelodeon cartoon series.
And again, I just want to emphasize the character arc. You have those stories that last a couple episodes, and then you have these stories that expand the entire run of the show, and it's just incredible in that manner.
Overall, I highly recommend it. If you've got Netflix, you're already paying the fee. The series on there has been trending in the top 10 for the last month and a half. Yeah. I highly recommend. Check it out. Jeff?
Absolutely. Come on, man. Yeah.
So check out The Last Airbender Avatar series. Comment below. Let us know what you thought about it. If you've already seen it, you think we're wrong about our opinions here, let me know. I'd love to have those discussions.
I would love
with
it.
you.
Yes, absolutely.
I think those are fantastic. So definitely watch it. And we're going to move on to the next segment. We're trucking along.
Whoop, whoop.
What do we got next?
I don't know. What do we have next?
Be Kind and Rewind? All right. On this week's segment of Be Kind Rewind, I dug out one of my childhood favorites.
Hell yeah, you did.
I was so excited to talk about this one. This pops in and out of Netflix. Right now, you can only rent it off Vudu. It's $2.99. Bargain deal.
Right.
Super steal for this movie. We're taking a look at 1985's The Last Dragon.
So we went 2005 to 85, and if you didn't know, there's a bit of a theme tonight. Just saying.
Yes. The movie here, The Last Dragon, it follows Leroy Green living in New York City.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah.
Where he's in New York City. He's trying to become a black belt, and his sensei sends him into the city because only he can continue the next step to the next seal and achieve the glow, which is like the ultimate level of Kung Fu in the 80s. This was fantastic.
This is badass,
The movie, I gotta say, the movie is just so much fun to watch today. I gotta say, there's so many characters out of this that I think just, like...
kind of have transcended into other things,
yes,
right?
I mean, Busta Rhymes has to thank Show Enough for his career.
Yeah, absolutely does. Yes.
If there's no Show Enough, I don't know. People have been...
And listen, I'm gonna make a reference here. Vanity is in this.
Yes.
And who is
And
Lord
in the
Charles,
80s,
who is just
every boy's crush.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Wow.
Yes. I love 80s films because there was just such a unique look, a unique feel and sound. And 80s, you can put a movie on at any moment, any part of the film, and you will know this movie was made in the 80s. And there's nothing more than The Last Dragon at any point in this film you can pop on.
And I will say, this is another one of those films. And there's something about the 80s, like when you mentioned that. We mentioned this before in a prior episode, where it's just like you can put it on and just enjoy it. Like, you don't have to put a shitload of thought into it. You don't have to overly, there's not, everything now is very drama-filled. And we are living in a golden age of television, a golden age of movies. There's incredible stuff that you can flick on today. But this stuff, man, this stuff's just like...
oh, it's amazing.
Sunday afternoon, nursing off that hangover, and we're just going to sit down and watch a good 80s flick.
If you like breakdancing and Kung Fu...
oh, my God.
We've got the film for you. We finally found it.
Yeah.
But this movie also has Ernie Reyes, who later went on to his fame in Ninja Turtles 2, the movie, but actually was a childhood karate superstar.
Yes.
He was actually kind of like a karate genius at such a young age, and he's just a kid in this film, and he gets some highlighted nunchuck scenes in this movie where there's this giant dance floor and all these bad guys are fighting. It's just such a colorful, characteristic
And again, you have to
film.
understand, this is a carryover from without Bruce Lee, none of this would exist. This is some of the early stuff that he brought it. Like, you see a lot of early Bruce Lee films influence into this.
They reference it with the way he's doing his move and gets the glow.
And the nunchucks in a room full of people.
Yeah, and there's a great tie-in to Bruce Lee where he's watching it with Vanity on the big screen, and he's all, wah, wah, and he's doing the... amazing sound effects in this film, by the way. I gotta say, the karate sound effects in this with their kick noises and it's a very gory film. So obviously music was very prevalent in this movie,
Absolutely.
and had that tempo set
And
to
a lot
it,
of African American actors in this film, and kind of in a genre that you don't normally get that.
Right.
So it was actually very interesting to see that in that time.
No, and that was the big thing when you're watching this film. Is like I said, you got Leroy Green fighting Sho'nuff.
Yes.
Both karate experts, and it's like Leroy Green's just this peaceful, trying to move on to the next level, and Sho'nuff's like this bad guy in the city who runs everything.
He's basically
Sho'nuff.
He's basically the boss level at this point.
So Leroy Green's gotta face the boss of the level and fight him. And in order to win, he has to achieve the glow. And I can't say this now. When the glow finally hits in this movie, it is new level climax for any film I've ever seen.
I do hope you can put a clip in here.
Oh my God, I was so excited when that happened in the film. I think as a kid, I watched from there on probably 1,000,000 times. I would just fast forward
to that point. Yes,
that was dedication back then.
That was dedication that actually, and not great for your VCR.
no, you had to have the tracking just right.
Yes.
But it still looked amazing on VHS, and it looks amazing today on Vudu. So I would highly recommend pay the $2.99, and if you're that cheap, it'll be on Netflix pretty soon. They keep bouncing it back.
Yeah,
and
it always
forth
rotates through. Yes,
but definitely go on Vudu. It's $2.99. It's definitely worth the watch. You will laugh, you'll grin, you'll be excited. You might have a new crush.
You may achieve the glow.
You may achieve the glow.
After watching this enough, you may achieve the glow.
I'm still trying to. I know. I won't give up.
He ends up ruining his pants every time he tries.
I'm ready with all this music talk and great movies. I'm ready for I Miss My MTV.
I Miss My MTV, absolutely. You know what I like?
Did you pick this song?
I did. I like it when I picked this week's. And this, we kind of try to get some indie new artists.
We always search for those new artists, and Jeff really dug deep. I'm really proud of you this week.
Deep on this one. Yeah.
We've got the South Korean band BTS. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of them.
If you don't know this, ask a 11 or 12-year-old girl.
Yes, or ask Donald Trump, who I don't think he's a big fan anymore. Well, we've got a great mix here. It's a Steve Aoki remix of one of their songs, Mic Drop.
And I'm going to say, BTS is a boy band in every aspect of it, but throw Steve Aoki in mostly anything, and come on, this stuff hits.
These guys are awesome. Try not to dance to this song. I double dog dare
and then comment about how you did, or send me a video.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are.
No.
That song hits.
No idea what they're saying. No idea.
No clue. No.
But love the beat. Love even the vocals. Like they all have their own unique. I love that. Like J-Hope's like the choreographer. One thing I do want to point out is these guys do produce, write all of their own music. So these guys are talented.
And the dancing is nuts. Like I don't care who you are. The dancing is absolutely fantastic. Even the production on the video is top notch. I miss that. We don't do that here in the States anymore.
No,
and that's
every one of their videos is like that. Even on the slow tracks that they do, the dancing's awesome. So I definitely recommend BTS. I would highly recommend. I know everybody's a fan of them, but for people watching the show in our age who probably never heard of them, put them on. I think you're gonna like them, and hopefully we just gain some new viewers by hashtagging BTS. We're really desperate.
You just got it. They just got it.
So make sure you click like and subscribe below, and then after you click subscribe, Jeff, what do they need to
They
click
need to
on
make sure they hit the bell.
Why do they need to do that?
Because if they don't hit the bell, Rob, they won't know we have new episodes coming out.
That's a travesty.
A travesty.
You're going to want to hit that bell. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, tap that bell.
That's good info. Thank you for watching, everybody. We hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, I'm Robbie.
And I'm Jay Marsh.
And this is
Attack on Show.